a cantar esta canción con mucho cariño de mi corazón a la República Dominicana, la casa del merengue.
Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. This is Providencia, and this is not going to be like a type of video that is like a tutorial. It's something that I want to kind of experiment, you know, something out of curiosity. So the other day I went to the supermarket, right, a few days ago, and I got these plantains here that were 15 for $1, right? So, you know, of course, you know, I'm gonna rack up, but let me tell you, I do this all the time. I always buy a whole bunch of plantains, or I buy plantains, and you know, since every day is different for me, in the sense that, you know, I either cook something differently. I don't meal plan, all right, which is something I want to learn to do. But anyway, I don't meal plan. So sometimes I end up staying with Platanos, you know, sitting there in the pantry, and next thing you know, it gets old and I gotta throw it away. All right. So sometimes I feel like it's a waste of money, even though it's like $1 or $2, but still, you know, you're just throwing money away when you're throwing away vegetables in your refrigerator because you didn't use it fast enough. And I tend to do that a lot. So I already know that in the freezer section that they sell like platanos and or fried plantains. For you to go and fry yourself, it's already smashed the first time, and then you just gotta fry them in your house the second time. So when I also went to buy this, I was looking for some frozen empanadas to make pastelillos, and I ended up seeing, like, I actually saw one there, and I picked it up, and I was like, $4.99 for this? And it wasn't even a lot. And I told my older son that went with me, I said, see, that's what people don't understand. I said, they're paying a little bag for $5 for just a few frozen plantains when you could buy all of this for $1 and freeze them yourself at home. So I was like, you know what, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna freeze them up. And when I was telling my mother about it, my mother was like that there's a Dominican lady in her church that does the same thing. However, when she freezes them, when she's ready to use it, she thaws them out and then she fries them, and that it comes out the same. So I was like, I'm gonna experiment with this. I'm gonna do this today, and either tomorrow or the next day, depending how I feel, I am gonna go and cook a nice marvelous meal, which is gonna be white rice, beans, avocado, tostones, and Alcapurria. And yes, I'm gonna show you that whole dish at the end of this video, just to see if the tostones taste or has that same texture or looks like it would if you do it that same day. All right, that I don't freeze them or whatever. You get me? So let's do this, and let's do this together. By the way, I am gonna do a video on what I just mentioned right now, so be on the lookout for that, because like I said, I'm on a roll and I'm gonna be doing a whole bunch of cooking videos. But anyway, so what you first want to do if you have plantains, even though I do got a video on how to make this, I will link it below. I will suggest that you do watch that video, even though you're gonna see it here, because I'm not gonna show you how to do the garlic sauce here. In the other video, yeah, you're gonna see how I prep my garlic sauce, the ajo, for the fried plantains, which is tostones. So if you wanna know how I make the garlic sauce, you're gonna have to watch that video, which is gonna be linked below. For now, I'm just gonna still show you how to cut your plantains and how to prep it and all that other stuff. So let's get started. First, you wanna get green plantains, not yellow ones. I'm gonna show you the yellow ones, all right? And there's not 15. I did took like a few to make some mangu. I have a video on that as well. I'll link it below. For me to make mangu sometime this week. This is yellow. As you can see, it got like black spots. and this is sweeter than this, all right? So don't confuse the two, all right? So you want to go and cut the tips, and you want to do like 2 or 3 little slits. I'm gonna do 2, but if you're not like a pro at cutting this, do 3, and try not to dig the knife so deep in. You're trying to cut the skin. You're not trying to, you know, cut the whole thing, you know. And I have some hot water, which I'm gonna show you after this. So I'm gonna do a few, and I'm gonna show you what to do next.
Esta canción con mucho cariño de mi corazón a la República Dominicana, la casa del merengue.
Okay, so at this point, I have 13 plantains, all right? And what I usually do, everyone does it different. Some people don't even put it in hot water to peel the skin off. I do, because to me it's, you know, it makes it easier for me to just peel instead of struggle or whatever. I usually put it in hot water, so sorry that the hot water is running in this video. You know, I know that could be a little distracting, hearing it. For like 2 or 3 minutes, all right? And also what you want to also do is make sure that you preheat your pan or skillet with oil, because you need to fry these. You need to fry it twice. However, we're not going to do that. We're going to go and fry it once, mash it, and then we're going to freeze it up, and I'm going to show you the whole process, okay? And I'm also going to give you my honest opinion at the ending of this video. So I'm going to start peeling it off, and it's not that hard, but just in case I'll still show you like at least 1 or 2. All right, and here you go. You want to put your nails in there and just try to pull the skin, and do it on the other side. And voila. So I'm gonna do the rest off camera, and I'll show you what to do next. Okay, so as you can see, I finished taking out all the shells. Wait a minute, this one don't look right to me. So you want to take it out with a knife. You don't want none of that ugliness to your platanos. Okay, why did I throw the knife there when I gotta use it? Alright, so then you want to cut them, and you want to, depending on how you want your plantain, but come on, you don't want plantain chips, you want platanos. So I will do it this size, and I'm going to show you right now. Let me just cut these. I will do them around like maybe this size, you can see. Alright, so out of that 1 plátano, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So in each one, you're going to get either 5 or 6 depending on the length of the plantain. And then I'm going to throw it here in the water. I will let you know what I'm going to do with that next. So let's keep on going.
La casa de la bachata, la 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 la, la casa del merengue, la 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 la.
So at this point, you want to put your water like lukewarm, not lukewarm, but if anything, a little bit more colder than hot. You know what I'm saying? But you don't want it freezing cold at the same time. You want to do that, and I'm hoping that I could do this because, alright, I'm gonna take some more of that water out. And you wanna go and get some salt. Let me turn this water off so you can hear me. You wanna go and, I'm sorry, I'm removing the dishes here to get the salt. Wait a minute. To go and salt this. Alright, so here we go. And don't think this is a lot of salt, it's just that this is a lot of plantains. So I'm gonna try to go around 3 times, and I'm gonna leave it like that. I'm gonna taste it too. So let me go and make sure that everything is moved around in there. And I am gonna taste it. Okay, so I got a rag here, don't worry. I am gonna go around 2 more times. 1, 2. Like I said, this is 13 plantains. So yeah, you're gonna need that much salt. I'm gonna rinse my hand. And I'm gonna do it again. You want your water to taste not salty, but you want to taste the salt in your water. Don't worry, it won't affect your plantains. Like when you cook it, it'll just have like that. You know, you probably won't need to add salt towards the ending when you fry these. It depends. You'll taste it, and if you want to add more salt, then you could. But this is actually to just give it a little bit more flavor while it sits there. Perfect. So 13 plantains, go around 5 times, and make sure you let it sit for like a good, before you start frying them, at least a good maybe like 10 to 15 minutes, just to make sure that, you know, the salt kind of soak, you know, into the plantains and stuff like that. I do have a pot preheating right now with I think I have it's canola oil. Alright, you do not want to go and fry these with olive oil. Olive oil does not work when you fry these. You need canola oil, vegetable oil, corn oil, like that. That's what you want to do. So I have it preheating right now. I have it on low medium, kind of in between there. You don't want to put it too high, because then you're going to cook it on the outside. Then when you smash them, it's going to be raw, and it's gonna, when you're about to smash them, it will break apart and it won't be like whole. All right, so make sure that you first start off with it being low and medium in between there, and then when we fry them, if you want to put it to like medium, then you put it on medium. So I'm gonna let this sit here for like a good 10 minutes, and then I'll show you what to do next. So this is my setup. All right, excuse the other pan over there, but while I'm gonna be doing this, I'm gonna be making pastelillos for my kids. So yeah, that's that. You know how I do, multitask. And this is my setup here. Excuse me. So I have my my plantains here that I had sitting for like a good maybe 12 minutes. All right, I got the oil here. Like I said, it's on low medium. And I'm gonna put the platanos in there, and if I feel like I'm gonna put it on medium, I'm gonna do that. Also, you need a spoon like this, or just something like with holes, you know what I'm saying? Or something that you could grab the plantains. I mean, it is good if you use a fork, but come on, you need to invest in something like this, because a fork is just gonna take one by one. You're doing a batch here, so try to get, like, this costs $1 in any dollar store or Dollar Tree or whatever. Try to invest in $1, like buying something like this, so that way when you do a big quantity, just to try to hurry up, you could grab a whole bunch and bam, you know what I'm saying? And then I have here, I don't know how to say this in, in English. It's basically something like this. I'm gonna see if I could get the name for it in English and put it like somewhere in this video. It's basically you use this to do your fried plantain. You squash it. Now mine's is like severely beat up, all right? This is very old. That's why it looks like this, but it's my favorite, all right? And I will not trade this for any new thing in the world. I bought it in a supermarket. It does say tu cocina. I bought this in a supermarket, but I don't know like how to say this in English. So I'm gonna try to get the name and I'm gonna put it somewhere in this video. So you need something like this. Now, if let's say you don't have like say something like this, get a paper, like a paper bag or maybe a plate with another plate, and you could squash it on top of each other. I'm gonna see if I could give you at least a little demonstration of something like that, for you could go and have another remedy of how to do this. You know I always try to give you tips. So you need something like this. I love this one. This one is metal, and it leaves like these nice beautiful ridges. Like, I'm gonna show it to you when I finish, all right? So you need something like that. And on the other side, when I finish doing my plantains that I fried them the first time, I'm gonna put it in this dish. I know it says pasta. It has an Italian flag, and we're doing something that's like so Latin. But it's just a plate, come on. I love this plate. I like it because of the chef, and since my kitchen is like a little bit like chef themed, that's why I got it. So also you're gonna need a big Ziploc bag, all right? And you're gonna need little ones. However, I only got a few here, so I cannot waste these. Let's see if maybe I have enough here. You know what, I got some here. So what I'm probably gonna do is probably put 10 in each small bag, because that's how much we eat about in this, like when I make it for my family. So I'm gonna put like 10 in each bag, and then in each bag I'm gonna put, I'm gonna put it in here. Anyway, I'm gonna show it to you guys. I can't really explain it. So you're gonna need like little ones, and you're gonna need these, all right? If you don't have it, then you could use these two, all right? So I'm gonna put this aside, and we're gonna start frying. I'm gonna put the camera here and do it like that. All right. As far as this, I'm gonna put this right here because I gotta keep smashing them, all right? And I'm gonna use this. I need this too. So let's get started. I like to take a little bit of the water from the plantains and just, a little, just to see if it's ready. Or you could put a wooden spoon like that, and if it like bubbles up on the tip, that means your oil is ready to fry. So you could use a pan like that, a pot like that, or something like this. But since I'm using this to make my my alcapurrias, I'm gonna just use that. So let's go.
De la bachata.
So at this point, you just want to move them around, make sure that it's inside the oil. If I had to choose, I'm not gonna lie, between doing it in a pan or doing it in something like this, even though I think I did add in maybe a little bit more oil, I probably should have added a little less, but whatever. I'm putting it on a little bit now on medium, all right, because it was like on low medium, so I'm gonna put it right on medium. If I had to choose between doing it like this way, which is more like a deep fry, or doing it like in a pan like this, I would prefer to do it like this because to me you could fit more to fry, and when they are smashed you could also fry even more. I don't know, to me, I would prefer to do it like this. So once it's like cooking, don't try to move it around too much, you know what I'm saying? Let it do its thing. If you're doing it this way now, if you're doing it in the pan, that's different, you know. Try to move it around and, you know, turn it, you know, from one side to another. But since this is like more deep fried, just leave it alone, right? The temperature is gonna go up because I just put it on medium. So just let it do its thing.
Música, 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 te traigo música, 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 música de la República. Ajá.
I wonder if this is ready. So I am gonna take these out. You want it to be like a golden color, like, you know. You don't want it like too dark, or you want a nice golden color to it. Alright, so, and I'm gonna put it on top of the napkins. Alright, and I'm gonna also show you how you could squash them, but you don't want to squash them right away. Wait till like at least like a few seconds, like at least 40 seconds. You don't want to do it right away. You'll burn yourself, you know. See, this is the color that you're looking for. I know my camera sucks. So, and I had it frying here for like a good 5 minutes, just in case you're gonna ask me. See how much I could grab just with this one spoon. If you do it with a fork, all you're gonna do is waste an endless amount of time. Okay, so I'm gonna put the next batch and I'm gonna show you how to squash these. All right, so let's just do this real quick. I'm not gonna show you the whole process of me frying this because it'll be a very long video. I just like to show like what I'm doing for you to catch it. Make sure I explain it, and then like that. Be very careful when you're doing this. Back up and be careful with your fingers. I've been doing this for years, so I kind of know what I'm doing. And also shake out, you know, go like this, shake out the water before you put it in there. Just don't pick it up and put it in there, you know, because then it'll be like splattering all over the place. Because you can't see what I'm doing over there, but when I pick one up, I shake it up to just strip out all the water, and then I put it here. So let me just, you know, move it around just a little. I don't want to break them apart or none of that. Alright, so that's good. I just want to make sure they're in the oil I don't have to turn them or nothing. Alright, so good. That's like that. And I'm going to show you how I squash them next. Okay, so I got my plantains there. I'm getting my, I don't know how you say this in English, Tostone masher. I don't know. I usually rip it apart. I know I'm weird. And then I do it like that. So you put one here. And when you smash it, you don't want to like smash it all the way like too thin. You know what I'm saying? Because you want it to be a little thick, for that way you can enjoy your tostones. So I squash it a little bit. And this is how it looks. Okay, I'm gonna try to do a bigger one because that one wasn't that big for me anyway. So, and okay, And look at those nice pretty ridges there. I wish I could tell you where I got those, but I really cannot help you with that. So I already showed you that. I'm gonna see if I could show you how to do it with a plate. Give me a minute, I'm trying to look for something. Okay, I know my counter is like super clean because I don't know if you'll be seeing my videos. I always got like a little rag, always cleaning up after myself. So yeah, so I already know it's clean. But I have this and I'm gonna use just the top of that. Okay, I'll put the other one aside. And you can use this. Alright, so I'm gonna see if I could do it. And look. Let me do another one for you. Okay? How easy was that? Alright? Plain and simple. Alright? Want to make plantains? You ain't got one of these babies? Voila. There's no excuses. So I'm gonna go and finish these, smashing these, finish frying these, finish making the pastelillos for my son, and then I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna show you when everything is already done next. Okay, so I have forgot to mention one thing, and since you know I like to explain myself in all my videos so you could get it right in your house, when you finish smashing them, make sure that it's on a paper towel. I'm gonna leave it in this paper towel for like 2 or 3 minutes, and then I will transfer it over here and then pile them up on top of each other. Okay. Okay, so I just did all of my plantains, and I do have some apart that just came out. So, you know, I'm not gonna do those first. These are already cooled down. I'm gonna let the other ones get a little, get a little cooled down before I work with it. So if you ask me how long it took, because I looked at this before I started. I think I started like at 8:10 and it's now 9:15. So it was a little over an hour, you know, but then again, I was multitasking. I was, you know, frying the pastelillos for my kids and, you know, cleaning out the kitchen, because every time I cook, I clean up. So yeah, but I mean, this is a lot, and it's a, you know, you're gonna just be frying and frying and frying. But you know, at least the good thing is that you did a whole bulk and you don't have to fry on the day that you gotta do it. I mean, not do the extra when you gotta do it. At least it'll be nice and prepped. All you gotta do is do the second fry and that's it. Because this takes 2 fries. You fry it and then you smash it, and then you gotta fry them again in oil. Okay, we're not gonna do that though. We're gonna bag them up, and then, like I said, either tomorrow or the next following day, I am gonna go and fry them the second time to see how, if it's the same as you doing it that same day. All right, so let's do this. What I'm gonna do is, in each Ziploc bag, I'm gonna put like 10. All right, so I'm just gonna show you like the first, you know, just this one demonstration, and then I'll do it off camera and I'll show you how it all looks. So we got 1, 2, 5, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so I am gonna go and close it up. Make sure you take out all the air. And voila. So I'm gonna do the rest and I'm gonna show you. Oh my god, you don't know what I was just about to do. I was about to just put this in the freezer and not even show you what was the next step. I truly thought that I had showed you this step. I'll just show you like a little clip of how I did it through Instagram. But anyhow, I did 8 bundles is what I wanted to show you. So let me just take one out. Alright. 8 bundles. Okay. And so I was able to put 10 in each one, except one of them has 11. Alright. So 8 bundles. 10 in each one except for one that has 11. I made 81 Platanos, all right? 81 plantains for $1, okay? And if I would have done the other 2 that I have reserved to make my Mangu, I probably would have made, if I'm not mistaken, probably over 90. And I'm for sure, because one plantain is like 5 or 6, you know, depending on, like I said, the length of the plantain. I would have made over 90 plantains for $1. All right, do the math. All right, do not buy frozen plantains that comes like maybe 20 for like $3, $4, $5. I saw it for close to $4.99. You don't want to do that when you could just make all these plantains when there's a sale. Plantains, and it's like 15 for $1, 10 for $1, 12, 13 for $1. You know, in New York they always stay having those deals. Grab it. This is what you could do. All right, so I ended up putting 4 in each bundle. All right, and also I wanted to double bag it. You know I could have just put it in the freezer just like that, but I wanted to put it inside another big Ziploc for that way I don't get no freezer burns or none of that stuff, alright? So I'm gonna put this in my freezer. I'm hoping tomorrow is a good day. And maybe I could cook tomorrow and show you guys this little experiment that me and you are gonna do together, alright? So I'm gonna call this a wrap. I'm gonna put this in the freezer. The next clip will hopefully be of, you know, me showing you either the dish, you know. So yeah, because there's no sense of me showing you that I took it out the freezer and I thawed it out for an hour or 2. You already know I'm gonna do that, all right? Before I cook, I'm gonna take it out at least an hour or 2 before I start cooking, and I'm gonna put it in the sink. You know, make sure you know you know, do what I gotta do, and then when I'm ready to fry, it'll be nice and not frozen, okay? And I'm gonna show you the plate, all right? So, and I'm gonna give you my honest opinion. Should you do this, or if I'm gonna continue doing it, or I just rather just make it every single day from scratch. And I'm gonna keep it 100% real with you guys. So until tomorrow or the next day, take care, God bless, and I will see you again soon. Okay, so this is today's dinner, and I did do a video today. It's gonna be a come cook with me video. It's gonna be like a new new playlist on my YouTube, which I'm gonna like be cooking, and you're gonna be there to, you know, to see me cook and what I'm cooking and all that good stuff. So yep, be on the lookout for that video. I know I'm always saying that, but I'm trying to upload all the older videos of like before and after of my apartment, and then, you know, like then I'm gonna start putting in all the cooking videos that I've been doing like all these past few weeks. So as you know, it's white rice, pinto beans, alcapurrias, which I made a separate video on that. Tostones, I made a separate video on that. I made 2 separate videos on that from scratch and from a can. White rice, avocado, and lettuce.